And now the headlines. Interior Minister Ambrose Derry says one more suspect has been arrested in connection with the kidnapping case in Takrady. This brings to 2 the number of suspects so far after Samuel Udotek Wills was picked up. The 2 are believed to be behind the disappearance of 3 girls, 15-year-old Priscilla Mantibia Crunchy, 18-year-old Ruth Love Quason, and 21-year-old Priscilla Blessing Bintum. The girls are, however, yet to be reunited with their families. Mr. Derry says the police have made significant headway.
The agencies under the ministry, the police, immigration and everybody, we are working very hard to make sure that we make Ghana as secure as the president wants it to be. And I want to assure you that the police are doing everything that they can. They're picking leads and following the leads. And I think that we're making a lot of progress. From the beginning of the investigation, there was a time when the suspect wasn't talking. We now have a second suspect as well. And we are doing all we can within the law to make sure we get the information.
A second suspect away from the 15 who were picked in Odumasi, you mean, or a second suspect as in what?
You're talking about kidnapping. I say we pick a second suspect and the investigation is ongoing. We got the second suspect in the old case of Afoko that have been going on for years. And we still following leads, and we got the person yesterday. So we would want you to cooperate with us, to give us information. And I am telling and assuring you that the Ghana police has what it takes. The professionalism is there. We are also conscious of the fact that crime is international, and therefore we're collaborating first with our neighbors. We're collaborating with international organizations such as Interpol. We're collaborating with friendly countries, and it's a symbiotic relationship. I can tell you that we got about 2 criminals that were being sought over the whole world. They couldn't find them. We found them here. So it's okay to deal with other countries. What I want us to be rest assured is that we are not sleeping on these matters.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Immigration Service has assured it will step up controls at Ghana's borders as part of efforts to deal with the menace of human trafficking. This assurance comes even as the Ghana police investigate the kidnapping of the 3 females from the Western region amid suggestions they may have been trafficked out of the country. There are also concerns there is inadequate information on people who come into Ghana, especially through Ghana's landed borders. Deputy Controller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, Judith Lobo, who has been speaking at the inauguration of Risk Analysis Cell, says the service currently remains committed to dealing with such crimes.
The establishment of the Risk Analysis Cell is to enable the Immigration Service identify and analyze potential threats. Deputy Comptroller General Judith Lobo believes this could help reduce cross-border crimes.
The Ghana Immigration Service is committed to making this dream a reality through interagency, and international cooperation and information sharing to curb this menace of trafficking in human beings and other related organized crimes across our borders.
Deputy Interior Minister Henry Korte has meanwhile assured government will continue to provide the service with the needed resources to enable it to achieve its mandate.
For our part, as government, we'll continue to support the Ghana Immigration Service through the provision of relevant policies and logistics to enable it perform its duties as required under the law of Ghana. Furthermore, we will continue to deepen our relationship with our partners for the purpose of fostering a good working relationship in the areas of security and intelligence.
There are 4 similar cells on the African continent which are expected to share information with Ghana's Immigration Service.
Now, President Akufo-Addo says he is committed to developing every part of the country despite the limited resources available. According to him, his government has done far more in 2 years than was experienced in the 8-year rule of the NDC. Addressing a mammoth rally at La Boleshi to round off activities for the upcoming by-election in the Ayawaso West Wugon constituency, President Akufo-Addo called on the electorates to come up and retain the seat for the NPP.
Me ma basa me ba be dada Ghana for nye ma me ka se me pese me nyina ya se me tumi nye na me nda de ni me otru for nse ma ya ka fa me ono mo kai se mo kai ni la ba umi ani o ba umi ono Yakubu ndi wi ase adwi nyina ahye nu wa shada ayo paper to show that one promises made by the MPP and its presidential candidates within 2 years, 41 have already been fulfilled and delivered as we speak now. 41, paper the new. Was your basi about says Ghana? Ghana, baby, I don't know your name is your basi about says Ghana. Now, female. Aja wo when you fra and now was so say and I want to say MPP aban abase ampa ye sesi your man no ye teach your man no eba ye ni nyina wie mimi ni musu dem na so ifie nu no ebetwa mu akono everybody will see say yes, Akufo-Addo was a man of his word, a man of truth, a man of honesty and integrity to the people of Ghana.
Now, the by-election became necessary following the death of the MP for the area, Emmanuel Chemating Ejanko. Now, the MPP candidate, Lydia Al-Hassan, promised to continue with development projects started by the former MP.
Mia for ya magavale mia bo ya papa wanya ni baby ko ejuma papa na o ye no enu ena me ba betwa so ebi ni den hospital na da me pasam no nyame ya doma ye bewie ekwan sebio me titi o mate se bi no ka se ye ba election na ya start developmental projects. Miss Remo, underpass now. Ubejina hobe 30 minutes. Ansa na car ba kwa ba betwem. Ansa na wa ba besin kono. Ejaku negotiate ya no. Sata na ye ba election ana. Me pamucho eden ya esi enchen hai. Yesi na ba election wo ho ana. Afi aden Jowlu, Quino, not by election was one. I say, Aden, and I say by election, ain't in a developing crew. I dear ye, a Juma ye, Babia, Swasso, and I made dear Kakra, made they come home. Me friend, SSWY, 3XWY, and only then, security. Sanitation, scholarship scheme, women and children empowerment, youth entrepreneurship.
And the by-election is tomorrow. We'll bring you all latest updates starting from today, and we'll get all the previews. But before we go, imagine 2 children aged 5 and 7 being dragged out of their home, assaulted, and threatened with arrest over a 50 Ghana cedi loan their parent owed the Savings and Loans Company. And that's the ordeal a family at Elmina Zongo went through at the hands of employees of the Asa Savings and Loans Company Limited back in May last year. The story, however, different now after Child Rights International took up the case. Executive Director of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, tells JoyNews the Savings and Loans Company is compensating the family with 50 Ghana cedis after both parties agreed to settle the case out of court.
Both parties engaged our lawyers to do the negotiation, for which the Savings and Loan Company agreed to compensate the family with the 50,000 Ghana cedis for the family, especially to the children. As Child Rights International, as an organization that is interested in the welfare of children, and for that matter, in fact, the reason why we decided to get ourselves involved is because of the children. So upon getting the compensation for the family, we have also decided to sign an agreement with the family to invest 40% of the amount into the lives of the children till they attain the age of 18 years, for which they would have access to the fund to start life. So we have done that. We've opened the account with data bank, for which the family brought the amount to us, for which we have invested it into the account that we have opened for the two children. So each of them got 50% of the 40% arrangement that we've made with the family. And we have entered into official contract with them to the extent that they cannot, even as a family, cannot withdraw the money for their personal use. It is for the children, and if any act of them violate what they have signed up to with us, we would also pursue it in any forum that would bring justice to the children.
That's a good initiative by Child Rights International.
Seeking justice for a case that's been about a year in the making. There's so much more coming up today. You need to stay with us. It's a massive show all put together for you. Starting, of course, with the newspaper review. China B and Mama V will be here right after these.
Benji.